am Dr. Edilin. In this episode and in this Christmas season, I want to show you some of my medical college Christmas function videos. Watch them and enjoy this Christmas with real me. God bless you all.
The privilege of standing before royalty. Very soon I've been invited to stand and speak to the president of East Timor to speak because they said we want to hear what God has to say. I have met up with one of the kings of the Middle Eastern nations. I have spoken to some big governors and leaders here in India. We are invited to come and speak to some people in the parliament. We have invitations to meet up with chief ministers and leaders. And with all these things in the piping, I have really had so many friends in the political part. And I have realized that politicians cannot make the place a better world. Because I have worked in communities, I have worked in villages, I have worked among people. By changing their outside, the world doesn't become a better place. By giving them a coat or a blanket, instead of before they drank rice soup, now they drink oats porridge, that doesn't change them on the inside. Before they wore a dhoti and shirt, now they wear a suit and boot, that doesn't change them on the outside. We try to change people from the outside and think they will change within. When we give them a suit to wear, we wonder why they still go and rape that woman by wearing a suit. Because changing on the outside and just educating them will not change man. But what does Jesus do? He comes into our life and he changes us on the inside. When we change on the inside, everything else outside begins to change. Why is it that the people of Jesus, or the people that love Jesus, have a great opportunity? Others, what changed their life can change the lives of other people too. Herod was threatened. Some people are threatened. Politicians are threatened and they make people fight one another. Jesus was not threatened. He said, if somebody slaps you on one cheek, show them the other. Only a real man can do that. And that's the way Jesus showed an example. King Herod was threatened, politicians are threatened, and they make innocent people as though nothing. King Herod told his soldiers, take the sword and go and kill every child in Bethlehem and around Bethlehem below the age of 2. The soldiers, can you just imagine the pain the soldiers would have had, because they had to take the sword and they had to kill innocent children less than the age of 2. And some of the soldiers may have been nice people, but the king and the order they have to obey it. Likewise today, all around the world, people who don't run society, but they come to place of politics and power, what they do is that they use the common man to protect their interests. They send ordinary soldiers to kill the babies. Because Christ came, many children less than the age of 2 lost their life. For many children all around Bethlehem, the coming of Jesus was the time of their appointed death. For many mothers in Bethlehem, the coming of Jesus meant the losing of their own child. What does Christmas mean for the wise men? I want to tell you something today. The Bible says some wise men came looking for Jesus. I got good news for you today. Wise men still follow Jesus, even today. Wise men came from the east and they're looking for Jesus. What did Christmas mean to the wise men? It meant the end of their search. The finding of Jesus in their life was the end of their search. What will Jesus mean and Christmas mean to you and me today? It will mean the coming of Jesus into our lives can be the end of our search. Let me share. I don't know about many of you, but by the time I was 11 years old, I had so much success. I started earning money when I was 11, 12 years old. I grew up in a home where I was looking for something to fill that emptiness in my life. I thought maybe I can fill that emptiness with different things. I grew up in a particular home, and in that home, we did not grow with much money in our hand. So I thought in my heart, if I can earn enough money, that in earning enough money is going to fill that emptiness in my life. And I realize today,
As a young boy, when I was 11 years old, I started going for different competitions that had prizes, that had cash prizes. And I would go and win those cash prizes. I had thousands of rupees in my hand. As a young boy, 11-year-old, 12-year-old young boy, thousands of rupees. Not now, back in the 80s. I would have thousands of rupees in the 80s. And I'm earning all that money. I would come back home and lie down on the bed and I'd tell myself, today I have thousands. I'm not happy. Tomorrow I have lakhs. And I still won't be happy. If money could fill the emptiness in your life and my life, I could not understand why I was still not happy. Then somebody told me, John, I want you to study well. I mean, you become a doctor. My mother, God bless her heart, she's a nurse, and she worked under doctors all her life. And so she saw it to it that all her children and all her, daughter-in-laws and son-in-laws must be doctors. Because she was a nurse, she made all of her study medicine and go for it. And we did well studying, got through medicine, got through the medical exams, got all those, the degrees came back. And today I realized, if medicine was the answer, I asked myself, why am I still so unhappy? But I said, maybe this is not the answer. Maybe sports is the answer. So I got into sports. I began to play hockey. I played basketball. I went on the Kerala State Hockey. I was the captain that led my team to the state games. And we played the hockey in the state. Name came in the papers. And we were famous. We came back with the trophies and the laurels. And I would come back and I put those trophies on. But Jesus is a relationship. Sports will not fill the emptiness in your life. I'm a cricketer myself. I love cricket. My wife will tell you that. I love cricket. But cricket cannot fill that emptiness in your life. So I went in the state games and I came back unhappy. Then I thought, maybe this is not the answer. I got into arts. So I got into extempore, elocution, recitation. Again, I went on the Kerala State. My name came in the papers. Our family name came in the papers. And there was a write-up about me, an article on my family in the news, a famous newspaper in Kerala. My family looked at me and said, man, you have made your father proud. You have made your family proud. And I sat back. A few days later and I asked myself, if arts was the answer to the emptiness in my life, why am I still so unhappy? Just the other day, I think it was yesterday, one of the women who was a woman cricketer, I don't know if you read that in the newspaper, one of the women cricketer who was a famous under-19 woman cricketer, just yesterday or day before yesterday committed suicide. She hung herself in her room from the fan. The reason? Because she did not get selected into the Indian National League. If cricket was the answer, then why was the famous cricketer still unhappy? Why did she take her life? I knew that sports was not the answer. I knew that arts was not the answer. I knew money was not the answer. I knew education was not the answer. Then I thought to myself, maybe if I have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, maybe we have some fun. Maybe go to college, have a cool life. Maybe get into alcohol. Maybe do some drugs. Maybe do the things that people do. But I watched my friends around and I looked at people that had girlfriends and boyfriends. Something inside told me, they don't look happy. And I said, today if they're not happy, tomorrow they will not be. Finally, somebody one day told me, John, would you give your life to Jesus? I said, hey, wait a minute, I'm a Christian. I know about all that. I can tell you this Christmas story from backward front. He said, no, John, I'm not talking about religion. He said, today, I'm telling you about having a relationship with Jesus Christ. If you can ask Jesus to come into your life. What is the Christmas message? Jesus is coming to the world so you can find life. That is the Christmas message. And as we share that gospel, you come into my life and change my life. And that day, the emptiness that was not filled by everything else got filled by the love of God. That is the message of Christmas. So you said it right. It is peace on earth and goodwill towards man. But goodwill comes from one source. It is the love of God that we welcome into our hearts. With all our medical knowledge, sir, the world is becoming a difficult place to live in. But if you can receive the love of Jesus in your heart, you will be a human catalyst to go and tell others about the love of God. And I encourage you to know this God in a very special way. Let this Christmas be a Christmas where God comes not only into the world, but He comes into your heart. May God bless you.